Hello everyone, welcome back to Math Specs. My name is Stephanie and today we're going to begin our practice set of adding real numbers, and today we're going to practice our technique using the number line. So let's get started. So here we're asked to use a number line to find the sum of 7 plus negative 2. I am going to go to positive 7 over here. And because I'm adding a negative number, I'm going to be moving to the left, and I'm going to be moving to the left by 2 units because I'm adding a negative 2. So here I am, I'm going to move to the left twice, so 1, 2. So this is my answer is going to be positive 5. Okay. For B, we're asked to add 0 plus negative 6. So we would go to 0 here. And since we're adding a negative number, we're going to move 6 units to the left. So let's get started. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So our answer for the sum of 0 plus negative 6 would also give me negative 6. Okay. So let's continue to the next slide. And at the top, we're asked to add negative 5 plus 3. So I'm going to go to negative 5 on my number line. It's going to be to the left-hand side because 5 is negative. And I'm adding a positive 3. So that means that I'm going to be moving to the right by 3 units. So here I am at negative 5, and I'm going to move 1, 2, 3. And my answer is going to be negative 2. For D, we're asked to add negative 4 plus 1. I'm going to go to negative 4 on my number line here, and I'm going to add 1, and 1 is positive, so I'm going to move 1 unit to the right. So 1, my answer is negative 3. Okay. For E, I'm asked to add 3 plus negative 6. So I'm going to go to 3 on my number line, which is positive. It's going to be to the right of 0. And I'm going to be adding negative 6, a negative number. So I'm going to be moving to the left 6 units. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is going to give me negative 3. Okay. Let's go ahead and continue. We're asked to add negative 3 plus negative 2. So 3 is negative, so I'm going to go to the left-hand side of 0. Here it is. And I'm adding a negative 2, so I'm going to be moving to the left by 2 units. So 1, 2. So my answer here would be negative 5. For G, I'm asked to add 0 plus 5. So I'm going to go to 0 right here on my number line, and I'm going to add a positive number plus 5. So I'm going to move 5 units to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my answer would be positive 5. For H, I'm asked to add negative 9 plus 1. So I'm going to go to negative 9. And I'm adding a positive number. So I'm going to move to the right by 1 unit because we're adding plus 1. So here it is. Our answer would be negative 8. Okay. Let's continue. For I, we're asked to add negative 4 plus 4. So I'm going to go to negative 4, which is going to be on the left-hand side of 0 because it's negative. And we're adding a positive number, so we're going to move to the right by 4 units since we're adding plus 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And our answer is going to be 0. For J, we're asked to add negative 3 plus 2. So I'm going to go to negative 3. And I'm going to add 2, which means I'm going to move to the right by 2 units. 1, 2. So my answer is going to be negative 1. For K, I'm asked to add positive 3 plus negative 2. So positive 3 is going to be on the right-hand side of 0. And I'm going to add a negative 2. And since 2 is negative, I'm going to be moving 2 spaces to the left. So 1, 2. And my answer is going to be 1. And if you look at J and K, I purposely did this where we would add different, positive here and a negative here, just so that you can tell that we're on different sides of the number line and our answers are different, okay? So let's go ahead and continue. And here we are asked to add. We're going to add -5 plus 9 using our rules of addition that we learned. So here we notice that our signs are, we have a -5 plus 9, so that our signs are opposite. So that means that we're going to take their absolute values and subtract them, and then assign the sign of the larger absolute value to our answer. So we're going to take the absolute value of -5 and absolute value of 9. This will give me 5 and 9. Now I'm going to subtract these two. So 9 minus 5 is going to give me 4. So our answer is going to be 4, but we still need a sign. And you see here that our sign is actually going to be the common sign of the larger absolute value. So which out of -5 and 9, which one has the larger absolute value? It's going to be 9. So and 9 is positive, so our final answer is going to be positive. Okay. For M, again, we have 4 plus -10. So what do you notice about their signs? 4 is positive and 10 is negative. So that means that they're opposite signs. So we're going to do exactly what we did for L. We're going to take their absolute values and then subtract them. So the absolute value of 4 is actually going to be 4. And the absolute value of -10 is going to be +10. We're going to subtract these two. So 10 minus 4 is going to give me 6. So our answer is going to be 6, but we still need a sign. And the sign is going to be the same sign as the value that has the larger absolute value. So out of 4 and -10, which one has the largest absolute value? It's going to be -10. So since this 10 is negative, we're going to add a negative sign to 6. Okay. For n, we have 7 plus -2. And again, we notice that the signs are opposite. So that means that we're going to take the absolute value of 7 and -2. So absolute value of 7 is 7, and the absolute value of -2 is 2. Then we're going to subtract these two numbers. 7 minus 2 is going to give me 5. So our answer is going to be 5, but we need a sign, and it's going to be the same sign as the number that has the largest absolute value. So out of 7 and -2, which one has the largest absolute value? It's going to be 7, right? And since 7 is positive, our 5 is also going to be positive. Okay, hopefully this is helpful. I like to use the examples with negative numbers and opposite signs just because I feel like those kind of give students a little bit more difficulty. You can also solve these by using the number line, but more likely than not, you're going to have to be able to solve these without a number line. So it's good to learn all techniques. All techniques are good as long as you practice all of them equally. Okay, you give them all equal importance in your learning. And then you have a very varied and diverse math toolbox, which is the goal for you to be able to approach problems in different ways, okay? And you'll definitely get the most out of your time as a math student. So let's go ahead and continue. And that, unfortunately, is the conclusion. I know we're having so much fun adding integers, but next time we're going to learn how to subtract integers, which is also going to be interesting. We're going to learn different techniques, similar to the ones we learned today, just with subtraction. Of course, we're going to have some development in the beginning. So I hope that you can join me for that. I appreciate your time and attention, and I hope that you have a good rest of your day.